Thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to talk a little bit about our student program workplace readiness training and how we're using the online platform in order to help us engage more students. So the program itself is starting out by actually covering 5 different presentations. So we have it as an instructor-led training where we start out talking about searching for jobs, filling out applications, creating a resume and cover letter, interview skills and techniques, and then we talk more about keeping the job and the things that might come up when you first start out at your first job, like workplace anxiety and handling conflicts. We like to think of workplace readiness training as a good overview of what to expect when you're going into the workforce. The presentation itself, we lead through and actually have a conversation. So we start out by thinking about how far you want to travel and what kind of interests you have, figuring out your availability to work, how to navigate job search engines, utilizing and understanding your network. And then we play fun games. So we have some games in order to engage students in different ways. We talk more about plans for going into work, and then we break it down into much more understandable steps. If your family member is going to be driving you, how long will it take you to get there? If the bus is going to be taking you, how long does it actually operate for? If you have to walk or bike, maybe there's some more complications that you hadn't really thought about that could be coming up for you. If you're going to drive, there's curfews. And if you do a ride share, how much is it actually going to take you to get there? And then how much will all of these different things cost? And how will that actually affect you as part of looking for the job? Once we go through and complete the entire first presentation, the student goes through and they actually have access to their own student portal through the WU Learning Center. In their home portal, once they land, they can see the program that they're working on. So for workplace readiness training, once they open it up, they have the ability to be able to go through and actually review some of the slides that they've actually covered. A lot of our students like to be able to come back through the material and really grasp and understand more about what we talked about. So this gives them the option of being able to go forward and backwards in the presentation and to be able to review things that they feel like are important to be able to review. After they go through and actually complete everything for the review, then there's a quiz. And the quiz goes through and talks about everything that we really covered as part of the presentation itself. So for this one, there's actually a multiple choice question, which of the following may indicate that a job posting is a fake. So on that one, if they ask us to be able to send money, that's probably a bad idea. There's no business name. That's never a good sign. They ask you for your bank account number. All of those are pretty bad ideas. And then you can go through and be able to submit your answer. At the end of each section, there's a quiz that helps to be able to facilitate some more review and comprehension. And then at the very end, the student will receive a certificate that has their name on it. They can go to the counselor. They can save it for their records. It can be used for pretty much anything. The online platform allows us to be able to really work with students from all areas, even if it's not a market that we're normally actually working in. This is going to enable us to be able to engage a lot more students and be able to have a lot more connection in a platform that they can be able to use on their own.